Yo, what's up guys, it's King Sean here, back with another video, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the rumors and the reports from various different analysts and experts and reporters in general, talking about how the league feels like the Commanders are leaning towards taking JJ McCarthy at number 2 overall, and I'll be discussing whether or not the Commanders should actually take JJ McCarthy at number 2 overall. So, if you guys are new to my channel, leave a like down below, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm out there with the 3K subs. If you could, hit that sub button. I'd really appreciate it. And with that out of the way, let's get straight into the video.
Really interesting because everybody's always trying to figure out, especially at the top of the draft, what the other teams are doing. When I've had conversations here with executives for other teams who know Adam Peters well, know the situation well, the most popular answer for what they do at number 2 is J.J. McCarthy. So a lot of drama. Still to come,
just like Mac Jones, the last time Adam Peters had this situation.
Alright, so you guys just saw and heard Tom Pelissero reporting that, owners, executives around the league and at the annual league meeting today, they think that Adam Peters and the Commanders are leaning towards taking J.J. McCarthy at number 2 overall, and I just don't believe that, and I'll explain why. First of all, J.J. McCarthy, he isn't a bad quarterback. I just would not take him at number 2 overall. I would much rather have Jaden Daniels or Drake May. Those guys have the higher. Well, you can maybe debate that J.J. McCarthy has a higher floor than Jaden Daniels or Drake May. Maybe Drake May. You can have the argument between him and Jaden Daniels though, but Jaden Daniels and Drake May, they have much higher ceilings than J.J. McCarthy. And J.J. McCarthy, like I said, he isn't a bad player, but at Michigan, they just did not ask him to do a whole lot. I mean, even at his media conference, him speaking to the media a couple of weeks ago at the Combine, he met with the Commanders, I'm pretty sure the day before that. And, one of the media persons asked him, how did his meeting with the Commanders go? And he basically said that Cliff Kingsbury, he asked him a question about if he could, call up a go route at the line of scrimmage. And he said he wished. And that's not his fault because Michigan, they just did not ask him to do that at all, really. While he was there, Michigan, they have a very simplistic offense. They usually rely on the running game a bunch. They relied on the running game a bunch these past couple of years with Blake Corum, obviously, and Donovan Edwards. I think last year, J.J. McCarthy, he had 20 passing touchdowns to 4 interceptions, which isn't bad. And then the year before that, he had 20-some passing touchdowns to 5 interceptions, so not bad at all. But in the national championship game, he only had 108 passing yards and no passing touchdowns. Blake Corum, he had over 100 yards. Same with Donovan Edwards. So, they just let him do their thing. And then J.J. McCarthy, he just didn't have to do a whole lot, which is my main concern with J.J. McCarthy. Obviously, he has a solid arm. I feel like Jaden Daniels and Drake May, their arms are way bigger than his. But his arm talent still ain't bad. I just wouldn't pick someone like, J.J. McCarthy at number 2 overall. Honestly, I've been, kind of wanting to put Bo Nix ahead of J.J. McCarthy. I still don't mind J.J. McCarthy, and I might have to watch some, highlights, some film on him. Just to be careful, just in case that, we don't take either Drake May or Jaden Daniels at 2. I still feel like we will take one of them at 2, but just in case, I will watch some J.J. McCarthy tape. But back to what I was saying about me not thinking that it's going to happen. At the Combine, right? During the Combine, we heard that, okay, Drake May to the Commanders. That's probably where Adam Peters is leaning towards right now. And then, after free agency or during free agency for the past couple of weeks or so, we've been hearing Jaden Daniels to the Commanders, even before the Combine, Jaden Daniels to the Commanders. Everyone has been linking Jaden Daniels to the Commanders, besides Jalen Jeremiah, who got the Texans picks last year, right before the draft, surprisingly. I mean, he had the Texans taking Stroud at number 2 and then training back up to number 3 with the Cardinals to take Will Anderson Jr., which they did. So, he got the Texans picks right, so we'll see. But he has us taking Drake May at 2. Guys like Mel Kiper and Field Yates, they have us taking Jaden Daniels at number 2 overall. Daniel Jeremiah has us taking Drake May at 2. So right now, it's just been going on and off with them too. But right now, rumors have been saying that J.J. McCarthy to the Commanders at 2, that's a very realistic option, and I feel like it's a possibility. I just don't see it happening. I mean, we just don't know. We don't know what the Commanders are going to do. I'm pretty sure a head coach or an executive even said at the NFL annual league meeting today that everyone knows what the Bears are going to do at 1. It's going to be Caleb Williams for sure. The draft starts with the Commanders, and nobody knows what the Commanders are going to do at number 2. Just nobody, and that's the beauty of it. That's the reality of it. Adam Peters and company, they are going to keep their mouths completely shut. Even Adam Peters, he got interviewed by J.P. Finlay today. He didn't give Finlay a bunch of answers, obviously, about what they're going to do at number 2 because they want to keep their mouths shut. I mean, Drake May and Jaden Daniels, they're having their pro days this week. Jaden Daniels' pro day is on Wednesday, March 27th. Drake May's pro day is on Thursday, March 28th. So back-to-back days, they're going to be at both pro days. So we'll see, but I just don't like the fact that people are saying, oh, J.J. McCarthy to Commanders, J.J. McCarthy to Commanders, when, Drake May and Jaden Daniels, their pro days haven't even come up yet. And, Drake May met with the Commanders at the Combine. I heard they had a pretty good, well, per reports I saw on social media and whatnot, they had pretty good discussions. Even Adam Peters talked about it himself. They had good discussions with J.J. McCarthy as well. But I just really don't see J.J. McCarthy to the Commanders at 2. I mean, if it was Ron Rivera, then, I would take these reports pretty seriously. But right now, unless Adam Schefter, who he was right about Ben Johnson to the Commanders not being an absolute lock, and he was right about Dan Quinn to the Commanders, possibly happening, being a very, very likely option. So, unless Adam Schefter comes out here and say the Commanders are leaning towards this guy or that guy, I'm not believing in any rumors or reports from reporters, experts, analysts, none of that. Because right now, until, we get to draft day, April 25th, 8:30 or so p.m., because I know the NFL are going to ask the Bears to milk their pick, to just waste some time and whatnot. Until, we get to draft night, we will not know who Adam Peters and company will be selecting at number 2 overall. So, let me know y'all's opinions on these reports right here about J.J. McCarthy to the Commanders, because right now, I just don't agree with it. I still think it will be either Drake May or Jaden Daniels. So, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe, turn on notifications, around the K subs if you could. Hit that sub button. I really appreciate it. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.